Hey everybody, guess what? It is 2020. Today is January 1st. Happy New Year's to everyone. I hope that everyone had fun last night and didn't get in trouble, didn't get hurt, didn't get sick, and I hope you're having a great New Year's Day. We didn't do too much, just hung out with the kids, did a few little fireworks, and we went to bed right at midnight. The kids wanted to stay up at least to say Happy New Year, and then they went to sleep and we went to sleep. I wanted to make this video today, and I'm going to make a series of videos called Skinny in 2020. So I know that most of you know I have been up and down with my health, weight loss, and all of that. Right now I am currently 37 weeks pregnant today, so we're having a little boy in the next couple of weeks. Super excited about that. And after that, I want to get healthy again because I've gained a lot of weight in the last couple of years due to several issues. I've learned a lot about myself and the reasons why I gain weight so quickly and what I need to avoid. So I've made some goals for myself, and I've made some realistic goals for myself because I'm guilty, as well as many others, of making unrealistic goals and then giving up and then doing it again and again and again. So I just want to tell you today what my plans are, and also want to get your feedback, positive feedback, please, because some of you are super rude. I know I'm chunky. I see it. I'm going to tell you in a minute how much I weigh and what my goal is. I don't have a specific number in mind because that always seems to, it seems unrealistic. So I want to tell you how I'm planning on getting healthy, no matter what the actual number on the scale is. But just let's all be positive. Let's have a great start to the new year. And I know it's really cliche to do the whole New Year's resolution thing, but hey, guess what? That's what I want to do. So if you're on board with me, keep watching, and hopefully I will be able to cut this down and not make it too long. As I said, I'm 37 weeks pregnant, so it's kind of difficult to start dieting at the moment, but so that I don't get off on the wrong foot, like, oh, just wait till the baby's here. I've already made goals for myself that I can do right now while I'm waiting for baby's arrival. My very first goal is to drink water, only water. I haven't drank a lot of caffeine since I've been pregnant, but I do drink every now and then a soda, whether it be a Sprite or Fanta or something that doesn't have a ton of caffeine in it. Sweet tea, I know that does have caffeine, but like I said, I have had caffeine. I'm not going to say I've been a perfect pregnant mama, so I've given in to cravings, but tried my best to stick with juices, milk, water, but I want to focus on only drinking water because obviously fruit juice and milk, it all has a lot of sugar. So that's my first goal, and I've got that printed out here. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put it in a binder. I've printed out some things that I want to do. So from January 1st today until baby's here, my first goal is to just drink water instead of sweet tea, fruit juices, milk, and things like that. And I want to start out slow like that because I know if I start trying to diet right now and all that, I'm just going to overwhelm myself and give up. So I'm going to start drinking water. After the baby's here, from his birth date until my 6-week checkup, I'm going to focus on gluten-free. Over the last couple of years, if you've seen my DNA videos, I did DNA videos and had a lot of surprising information come up that I learned about myself. I know that I'm not supposed to have gluten. My body can't process it well. It caused a lot of problems for me. It caused a lot of miscarriages for me in the past, and it also has caused me to gain a lot of weight because I can't process it. It just kind of hangs out in my body, and it takes a long time to detox from that. So after I get used to only drinking water, my next goal is to incorporate gluten-free diet. So I'm going to be doing a lot of research on that. I'm going to ask my doctor, see what I can do slowly to get myself used to that and not just dive right in saying, oh, I'm never going to have gluten ever again. I'm just going to slowly find out what I can eat, what I like to eat that is gluten-free. Because that's not only healthy for me, but it's going to be healthy for my baby because I do plan on nursing him. So I'm going to work on that. If you've got any ideas, especially how to boost breast milk production, in a gluten-free way, let me know, because a lot of these things that I see at the grocery store that are supposedly to boost breast milk, they are full of gluten. So that's not going to help me at all. Let me know what you guys, girls, do to boost your breast milk production. And so that's from baby's birthday until the 6 weeks. I'm going to be working on going gluten-free and only drinking water. Also, after that, when the doctor gives me the okay to exercise, my next goal is going to be to use my treadmill. I got an awesome deal on a treadmill at Walmart. If this was just a surprise deal that I got, my husband asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I said a treadmill. He kind of looked at me like, "Are you serious?" No. I was like, I really want that, because I had a summer baby last time, and I was able to lose weight super fast because I was outside with her all the time. Put the baby in the stroller, I went outside, I walked around. Our neighborhood is a half circle. I was able to walk, and I was just outside a lot. This year I'm having a winter baby, and I know that I'm not going to be able to go outside with him, and I'm not going to want to if it's cold and rainy. Our weather is crazy here, so I'm not going to want to go outside in the winter for 5-6 months until the summertime, and that's just going to give me more time to sit here and be lazy. So we got a treadmill, and this one, I don't know how to add a picture to my video. I'm sorry, I'm not that technically savvy, whatever you want to call it, but I can tell you, if you go to Walmart, this one is called a Pro Form. I can write the details, and I can write the barcode in there that I got off of my receipt. The price was $588. Well, it had a clearance sticker for $299. We were going to pay the $300 for it. Half off is a great deal. I have the Walmart app, and I always scan everything because if you get a cheaper price on Walmart.com, they'll price match that for you, or sometimes the clearance items will ring up for cheaper than what the sticker says. Well, when I scanned it, it didn't say $299, it said $139. So we actually only paid $150 for a treadmill that it inclines, it has a fan, it has Bluetooth, it's got an LCD screen where you can like hook it up to this app that looks like you're running in the beach, you're running outside or whatever. So that's my next goal, after the doctor gives me the okay to exercise, is to use the treadmill at least 4 days a week. Like I said, I can't jump in saying 7 days a week for 3 hours a day I'm going to exercise. I can't do it. I'm going to give up. I'm going to get overwhelmed. It's going to be too hard. So 4 days a week I think is reasonable, because my husband will be at work. I won't be distracted. I'll have my daughter and my little baby, but for 30 minutes a day I'm sure I can, entertain them, or maybe the baby will be asleep, or I'll find the 30 minutes a day to actually walk on my treadmill and eventually start jogging, but I just want to start out walking. So I'm going to do that until the springtime. Here in Alabama, the spring is pretty cold still. It could be, one day it could be, just right now it's January 1st, and I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt. In the spring, it might be 70 degrees outside, or it might be 20 degrees outside. We never know what it's going to be like here. So on the cold days, I want to actually start learning how to do yoga. I've heard from so many people that yoga is just way better for you than I don't want to buff up and lift weights. I would like to become more flexible like I used to be. I want to be strong, but I don't want to. I know my body, and when I start lifting weights and when I was doing CrossFit, my arms were getting manly. My shoulders were getting manly. I don't want that. I don't want to look buff. I just want to be strong, and I want to be able to play with my kids and go outside and not get tired. So yoga, I think, is something that I'm going to try that will work for me. And my husband's actually interested in doing that too, because of flexibility issues. We're getting older, and it's not easy to get on the floor and play with the kids or bend and stretch and all that. So we want to both get into yoga and try to do that. So we're going to watch videos on TV and see if we can do that together. And I think it'll be fun. We'll probably laugh more than we actually exercise. But at least we'll be doing that 30 minutes a day, and also on the treadmill. So that's my next goal. Like I said, I start from doing the treadmill 4 days a week for 30 minutes. And then from there, when it's springtime, I want to do treadmill and yoga. So just slowly building up to what to a good exercise routine. Then in the summer, I mentioned in another video, I did purchase another awesome deal that I got at Walmart. Actually, last year, no, it was last year, I guess now, since it's 2020 today. Last year, we found a bike trailer for babies and toddlers. It holds up to 100 pounds. I can put my 4-year-old and the new baby. He'll be old enough to go outside and be out there with us in the summertime. So we got a bike trailer, and from summer until it starts getting cold again, I want to make sure we go outside. My daughter loves going to the park. She loves going just out here, like I said, on our road. We can walk around pretty safely. There's not a lot of traffic. So I want to take the bike trailer 2 days a week. I have a cruiser bicycle, big bicycle from Walmart. We actually got that one super cheap as well. I think I paid like $30 for that bike, and they're normally around $200. So we're always looking for deals like that. So I want to ride the bike with the baby and with my daughter. I think they'll have a lot of fun doing that. And then another 2 days a week we can walk or jog or whatever. We live very close to a park. My daughter she got a new bicycle and she loves to ride the bike. So I just want to find things that we can do outside 4 days a week at least, from summer until winter. So that's just a little quick run through of my goals, and I printed them out so I could put them in the notebook. Let's see. I want to show you some pictures. I'd said that I'm not going to put a specific number on how much weight I want to lose, because obviously right now, being pregnant, I'm a lot heavier and I'm going to lose some weight pretty quickly. But that's why I don't want to put a number on it. I do want to show you though what I used to look like. Here is 2014. This is right before I got pregnant with my daughter in 2014. I was about 185 pounds here. And that's a reason why I don't want to put a number on it, because some people can weigh 185 pounds and they're going to look really overweight. Me at 185 pounds, my husband said I was too skinny. So, it's the first Wednesday of the month. Our tornado sirens are going off. But we're good. We're hopefully not going to have a tornado right now. It's just a test siren. Anyways. So in 2014, I was around 185 pounds. And then I got pregnant with my daughter. So, after I had my daughter, like I said, I was able to lose weight pretty quickly because she was a summer baby and we were always outside. And then I went to CrossFit as well. That ended up causing a lot of joint issues. I do have arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, so I'm not able to continue with CrossFit, and I don't plan on doing that again. That's why I got the low impact exercise machine. And here is just a few months after I had my daughter in 2015. I was about 200 pounds here. So my husband, you know, he's very supportive. He's not ever told me I need to gain or lose or whatever. He loves me no matter what. He says as long as I'm healthy, as long as I'm happy, he doesn't care if what weight I'm at. He just loves me. So he's very supportive, but at the same time, it's difficult because if I know that he doesn't care, it's harder for me to motivate myself. So he's also gained a little bit of baby weight. He does this every time. He's gained a little bit of baby weight, so he wants to get on board with me too, and he wants to exercise with me and help me out with the gluten-free diet as well, because he also has MTHFR, and we didn't know that until we did our DNA test. But it will benefit him to go gluten-free. So, like I said, right here, I was about 200 pounds, and this was just a couple months after I had my little girl in 2015. And I stayed around that weight, 200, 220, for a couple of years. And then 2018, if you've watched my other videos, I'm not making excuses, but I was stressed to the max. I did a DNA test. I came out with crazy results that my dad was not my father. I was stressed. I was fighting with my family. I just had a lot going on, and I kind of just went downhill. I gave up. I wouldn't say I was depressed because I didn't take any medication. I tried to fight through it. I was very mad, upset, angry, and I just apparently handled that the wrong way. It took a really hard toll on my body. So I had to push through that, but I know it caused a lot of weight gain. All of the stress, I gained a ton of weight. So now, before I got pregnant, this time I was around 254 pounds. Today I weighed myself and I am 287 pounds. At first during this pregnancy, I didn't gain a lot of weight, and I was proud of myself. I was doing really well, not gaining a ton of weight. But then in the last month or so, I gained more. I think I had only gained around 18 pounds the entire time, and then the last month I've gained about 12 pounds. So not good. But what I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm pregnant, so obviously a lot of that weight, when I first had my daughter, I think I lost 30 pounds right away within the first within the first month or so. So I know that I'm going to drop down pretty quickly from that and get back to hopefully around the 250 mark. And then from there, that's where I really want to start seeing the numbers drop because of my hard work, not just because I had a baby. So I printed these cute little calendars, and I can put a link of where I got these. These were free. I just Googled blank calendars that you could print for free, and I printed these. So I do want to weigh myself every week. Aren't they cute? Look at that. And I wanted to make it pretty and exciting, something that I'm looking forward to grabbing my notebook every week, and I can write down my weight in here. I'm not doing measurements right now because, like I said, I'm pregnant, I'm swollen. It's not going to benefit me. It's just going to give me some false results if I do that. But I printed these calendars so that I can write down my weight. I'm going to go ahead and write down today's the 1st, and I said I was 287 pounds. And I am 37 weeks pregnant. I'm going to go ahead and write that down here too so that, like I said, no false results. I'm just doing this for my own benefit and so that I don't put this off any further than it should be. So, wrote that down. That's my calendars. And every week, I started this on a Wednesday, so every Wednesday I'm going to weigh myself. And once I've lost, my first 20 or 30 pounds of baby weight, then I do want to measure myself when I get back to normal, I guess you'd say, normal. I want to measure myself so they can also measure the inches because pounds are different from everybody. I could lose 10 pounds and not tell a difference, or I could lose 10 pounds and it looks like I've lost 50. So I just want to go by my measurements and do that. What else? Okay. I downloaded MyFitnessPal. So I'm going to track everything on MyFitnessPal. I've learned that for myself, I keep myself more accountable by writing it down because I could just be going and getting on such a good roll of losing weight, and then all of a sudden I stop and I'm like, what happened? Why did I stop losing weight, or what's going on? And if I look at my journal on MyFitnessPal, I can see where maybe if I'm doing the same thing or eating the same thing over and over and it just stopped working, maybe I need to reduce it a little more because your body does get used to eating a certain amount of calories. If you're reducing it, then you're going to lose weight, but eventually you're going to plateau. So you might need to reduce it or change something else. So I did download MyFitnessPal. They're not paying me to say that. That's just one that I've used in the past, so I wanted to go back to that instead of overloading myself with trying to learn something new. I like that one because you can put goals, you can track how much water you drink, you can track everything. It reminds you, if you haven't logged your meal, it'll send you a little reminder saying, hey, what did you eat for lunch? What did you eat for breakfast? Did you have a snack? For you to write that down. Also, I'm not going to go off of just calories or carb-free or whatever. I did a DNA test and I uploaded my results to lifedna.com. Again, I don't have any affiliate codes or discount codes or anything. This is just what I use. Nobody's paying me to tell you about this. So I did the Ancestry DNA test, and then I uploaded my raw DNA to lifedna.com. And what that does, it was $7 to get a nutrition report. So I uploaded my information, and it told me, based on my DNA, what I should be eating or not eating, or what I'm more likely to have a sensitivity to, or what I'm more likely to benefit from eating. So, just a few of it has a whole big list of what is good and bad for me, but I'll just give you a little overlook of what I'm planning on doing and taking into consideration. So, it says that I have a slight risk of iron overload, so I need to be careful with like red meats and things like that. I need more vitamin D. Based on my DNA, I'm more likely to need more vitamin D. I do have a high sensitivity to carbs, but that ties in with the gluten as well, and a high sensitivity to fatty meats. So basically, I need to eat white meat, chicken, fish, turkey. I have a high sensitivity to salt as well. So I've learned that lime is a good alternative for salt. If you like salty foods, or if you just put salt on everything, try lime instead. And that helps me to not have to eat too much salt. I was a little confused, and I had done a video before on my results from LifeDNA, and it seems like they've updated the results a little bit, and they look different, because before it did tell me that I had a high sensitivity to gluten, but now it's saying that I don't. So I don't understand how that changed. I know for a fact that I do, though, because like I said, I have MTHFR, and that reduces my ability to methylate folic acid, which is in gluten. So regardless of what this report says, I'm going gluten-free, because I know for a fact that has helped me be able to have a healthy daughter and helped me with having a healthy baby right now. Hopefully, cross your fingers that everything is great with him when he's born. So, my goals on food are going to be not counting calories, not counting carbs, not counting this, that, and the other, just focusing on gluten-free and eating more white meats, eating vegetables. If it's carbs, they're going to be clean carbs like vegetables and fruits, and not breads or things like that. It's pretty much common sense, and it seems like it should be so easy, but it's really hard, especially when everybody in the house is just so used to doing that. So that's another goal of mine, is getting my children healthy, because they're going to hate me for it. And I've tried it before, and they get upset and they whine and whatever, but I feel like it's just one of those things that I'm going to have to do it. They're going to have to get over it, and I'm not going to buy the junk anymore. If they're at school, I can't really control what they eat, so I'm sure that they'll still do it there. But when they're adults, I think that they'll realize why, and they'll be grateful that I'm not just going to rip everything out of the house and throw everything in the trash, but we're going to slowly make changes on what I buy for groceries for them, because I don't want them to grow up and have the same issues that I'm having now and have to be doing all this. They'll just already be used to it. So that's what my nutrition report said. It was $7 on lifedna.com. And then I paid another $19 to get a fitness report, because based on your DNA, they can tell you what activities are more likely to benefit you and which ones are more likely to harm you. Mine shows that I'm endurance biased, which means that I need low intensity, like jogging, low weight resistance. I don't need, like I said, the CrossFit. It hurt my body, so it's too extreme for me, and it was wearing out my joints. It was wearing out my muscles. So I more likely need to walk and jog for longer periods of time, and do resistance like the yoga and things like that are low weights, so that I'm not putting too much strain on my knees, on my joints, on my muscles, and again, not getting buff, because that's not what I want to do. Just want to be strong. I have a higher risk for cramps, and so I need to make sure that I'm getting enough oxygen, water, and breathing properly, and just taking my time. I have an intermediate high risk for slow metabolism, so I'm genetically fat, guys. No, I really, I just have a slower metabolism than most, based on this chart that they give you, which is not a surprise. I can gain weight pretty quickly, so this is saying that I have a higher chance of losing weight with exercise. Some people, like my husband, his is more based off of his diet. So some people can lose weight just by dieting, some can lose weight just by exercising and still eating whatever. some need a mix. Everyone's different, and that's why I like doing this based off of DNA rather than just some kind of trend that you can find on the internet for dieting that week, because there's so many different ones that are too broad. This DNA test is specific to you and your body. So I love this, and I do recommend you getting that. It doesn't cost a lot of money to go and get this report done. And then I have my genes are connected with a typical motivation for exercise, which is true. I don't wake up every day thinking, oh, I gotta go run, I gotta go to the gym. But once I'm there, once I'm outside, once I'm doing something, I enjoy it. So it's just, I have to get myself out of the bed and make a schedule and just do it. Because once I'm already doing it, then I do like it. So that's the Life DNA. Told you about my treadmill deal. I told you about my photos, my weight each week. And I'm going to also take another photo every month. I want to take a photo of what I look like. So that's also a lot of motivation, because once I see, 2 or 3 months down the road how much my body has changed, I may not lose a lot of pounds, but when you see the inches coming off, when you see the difference in the pictures, it motivates you so much more to keep going. And it also reminds you of what you used to look like and that you never want to go back to that again. So I want to take a photo every month and put it in my binder with my calendars. I will measure after the baby weight goes away and I'm not swollen anymore, so that I just want to have all of this written down. I want to have it in front of my face. Those pictures that I showed you, I have them in my bathroom. I have them in random places on my phone, because I want to remind myself of what I used to look like and what I look like now and where I want to be. And it's not all about what I look like, but we can't joke with ourselves. We all want to look good. I want to look good for my husband, even though he doesn't complain. I want to look good. I want to look like when I met him. I want to be healthier. And at the same time, even if I don't think I'm going to be like I was when I was 18. But I want to be able to go outside and chase after my kids and play with them. I can't do that right now. I'm losing my breath making a video. So I know that I cannot go outside and climb on the jungle gym that they have. I cannot run down the street with them. So I want that back. That's what I want. But the pictures are going to definitely help. And I need to write down as well just how I'm feeling. How how long can I walk on that treadmill without stopping? How long, what can I do that I wasn't able to do a few weeks ago? And I'm also motivating myself with money, because everybody loves money. Who doesn't? We are not poor, but we are not a high income family. So we don't spend money on ourselves. If I have extra money, it usually goes to my kids, but that's changing this year. My plan is to every day, like today, I've got my waters here. I'm almost finished with that one, and I got another one ready to go. If I can go the whole day only drinking water and not drinking fruit juice, tea, Coke, whatever, then I wish I would have brought it with me. I have a huge piggy bank, and I'm going to put $1 in that piggy bank every single day that I complete my goal without cheating. So that right there is $365 just for completing my daily goals. On top of that, every month, or actually I'm going to weigh every week, so I think that I should pay myself every week. And my husband's on board with this. I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I do work from home. I'm a self-employed stay-at-home mom, I guess you'd say. I sell online. I have a couple of online stores, so I'm not just getting money from my husband like, hey, go to work and give me some money. I do work. I do sell a lot online, so I contribute. And we don't ever pay ourselves. My husband doesn't ever get any of his paycheck either. We just pay bills and buy things for the kids. So I did talk to him about it. All money decisions are made together. That's the way it should be. But he's okay with me paying myself for completing my goals. And so every day that I complete my goal, I'm going to stick $1 in that piggy bank. On top of that, every week, however many pounds I've lost, I'm going to pay myself $1 per pound. And I'm going to write it down, make sure I know what's in there, because if I'm just doing $365, you know, only for completing my daily goals, and then on top of that, I would love to lose 100 pounds. I'm about 100 pounds heavier than I was in 2015. So if I can lose another 100 pounds, that's another $100 that I can stick in that piggy bank, and at the end of the year I can break it and buy something that I really want for myself. I'm going to try to think of different ways to motivate myself, especially like that, by things that I can pay myself for. Like when I've done a great job, stick more money in that piggy bank, because it's exciting to be able to not only see the changes, but be incentivized for it, because it's not easy to just make a change. It's easier when you have compensation for that. So that's my goal, and that's pretty much it. That's what I'm starting with today. I don't want to overload myself, and I do want to motivate y'all as well. If you want to come up with some kind of group that we can do on Facebook or something like that, I'm down for that. If you want to give me your ideas, you can comment, you can email me. Let's work together. Like I said, please be positive. I will update you. I'm going to make weekly videos. Every Wednesday, I'm going to make a video about my weight, and I'll let you know when baby's here so that it'll be more realistic. I'm still going to weigh myself and keep up with this while I'm waiting for baby here, and even when it's baby weight, I know that that's not really fair. It's not like I'm losing weight from a diet or exercise, but just for my own records, I want to keep up with how much weight I've lost and how long it took me. So I will update you every Wednesday. Just subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I want to motivate each other. I want you to motivate me, and I want to motivate you and let you know what works and what doesn't work. I'm going to be super honest. If I give up, if I cheat, whatever happens, I'm going to be honest with you and let you know. Good luck with this year. I hope everyone's having a wonderful new year, and I hope that you have set some goals for yourself that are attainable, and can't wait to see your results as well.